Hi everyone, good morning. Thanks for joining us here on Up with KREM. I'm Tim Pham. We also want to welcome you in if you're streaming us on KREM 2+. Let's get you ready for the day ahead by getting over to meteorologist Thomas Patrick. Good morning, Thomas. Good to see you, my friend. What do we have in store on this Wednesday morning?
Yeah, good morning, Tim. It's funny how these last couple mornings, it feels like it's gotten a little colder and colder, and to the point this morning with our temperatures just below the freezing mark. Well, any water that we got from yesterday's rainfall might be trying to freeze or frost over. At least I thought I saw some frost just trying to develop on my car early on for this morning. But as we're about 20 minutes away to sunrise, might be the time that we start to see a bit of frost. But it's only barely below the freezing mark for the areas that are. You see 31 in Liberty Lake and Spokane, 28 in Post Falls and at Whitworth to mark some of the colder spots around our metro area. So just mind that for this morning, but we are in for a pretty calm day. In fact, the cloud cover has really cleared out pretty significantly overnight. It will leave us with a mostly sunny day ahead, but the cooler air is here, offset by that sunshine, means that our temperatures will be about the same as they were yesterday. So mostly in the upper 40s to around 50 degrees.
Here's a live look at the traffic impact this morning from I-90 in Hamilton looking towards the Altamont exit there. You could see traffic volumes picking up just a tad, but overall no major slowdowns on this Wednesday morning. We'll keep a close eye on our WashDOT cameras throughout the morning. We'll give you another update on weather and traffic in the next 30 minutes. We're taking a live look at the White House this morning. Last night, President Donald Trump makes history with the longest ever presidential speech to Congress. That's according to CBS News. In his address, Trump touted the accomplishments of his first 6 weeks in office. The president says America is back, promising safety to the U.S. border and tax cuts.
And the next phase of our plan to deliver the greatest economy in history is for this Congress to pass tax cuts for everybody. They're in there. They're waiting for you to vote.
This morning, reaction is pouring in after his address. KREM 2's Cody Proctor taking a look at what Washington and Idaho lawmakers thought about the president's remarks.
It was a night with a lot of anticipation going in about what exactly the president would talk about. That included Eastern Washington's newly elected Republican Congressman Michael Baumgartner.
The congressman shared his predictions and his hopes before President Donald Trump's Tuesday night address to Congress.
I think there'll be some cheers from the Republican side and hopefully not too many jeers from the other side. You know, I do worry about the hyperpartisanship of America, so I hope we can have a unifying moment tonight for our Congress.
Those hopes were quickly dashed.
The chair now directs the Sergeant-at-Arms to restore order. Remove this gentleman from the chamber.
The congressman, who invited Wilbur Creston high school teacher Stacey Nash as his guest, spoke with KREM 2 after the address.
How do you think it went tonight?
I think it was a great night for America. You know, I think President Trump took a deserved victory lap after everything that, he went through in terms of nearly getting shot.
The president spoke on several topics, including tariffs. On Tuesday, tariffs with Canada, China, and Mexico went into effect, with each country responding with their own retaliatory tariffs.
I do have concerns on tariffs impacts on people in Washington state. I've always been, very clear on that, and we'll look forward to working with the president to make sure that he understands those costs.
Meantime, Washington Senator Patty Murray, who did not attend the address, offered a different take on President Trump's second term so far.
Despite what we are going to hear tonight here, the true state of our nation is that Musk and Trump have ground it to a halt because they are blocking important funding, in total disregard of the law, by the way, and total lack of concern over how their actions put Americans and American jobs at risk.
In Idaho, Cody County Democrats Chair Evan Koch shared a statement prior to the president's speech.
While Trump's showmanship at the podium might make for entertaining television, it's destroying the American dream.
Looking ahead from Tuesday night's address, Congressman Baumgartner recently posted on the social media platform X he planned to have 3 town halls on March 17th. That's despite Speaker Mike Johnson encouraging Republican lawmakers to skip them due to protesters. The congressman told me he's still planning to have those town halls. In the newsroom, Cody Proctor, KREM 2 News.
New for you this morning, a bill that would cut taxes in Idaho is headed for Governor Brad Little's desk. Last night, the Idaho Senate passed House Bill 40. According to our news partners at the Coeur d'Alene Press, the bill would cut the state's taxes by $253 million. Those who favor the bill says it's the best way to contain government spending, and the state should be returning the money to Idahoans who pay the most in taxes. Happening today, the Idaho Transportation Department will host an open house in Coeur d'Alene to get community input on the I-90 and U.S. Highway 95 interchange. KREM 2's Regan Gallo is out in Coeur d'Alene right now where that meeting will be held. So Regan, tell us more about this project and what the community needs to know if they want to go to this meeting. Good morning.
Good morning, Tim. Yep, you said it. That meeting is going to be open to the public tonight at the Best Western Plus in Coeur d'Alene on Appleway Avenue. And this project is funded by Governor Brad Little's Leading Idaho initiative. And the goal is to expand the interchange, increase safety, and also improve roadways for traffic volume. Now, this project is also top of mind because traffic volumes are supposed to double by 2045 based on the research from the I-90 corridor study. And some of the design proposals include a new single point interchange, widening of US 95 and separating US 95 and Appleway. These ideas, however, are not totally new to the public. These were proposed and have been presented to the community in past events in 2023 and 2024. But the meeting with the state of Idaho of the transportation again is tonight from 4 to 7 p.m. at the Best Western Plus in Coeur d'Alene. It is open to the public. They want to hear the community feedback and input. But again, it starts at 4 p.m. I'm reporting live in Coeur d'Alene. Regan Gallo, KREM 2 News.
This morning, we have an update on a Spokane staple. Domini's Sandwiches announced they have a new location. This is video from their last day in their old shop. In a social media post, the shop wrote they will open at 107 South Howard Street in downtown Spokane. That's in the same building as the Wave. They say there will be more updates coming within the next week. In December, the Spokane Sandwich Shop closed their doors after their longtime owner, Tom Domini, retired, and they could not stay in their previous location. Looking ahead here this morning, Spokane's 45th annual St. Patrick's Day Parade is scheduled for Saturday, March 15th at noon. The local nonprofit, the Friendly Sons of St. Patrick, is organizing the event. They say the money raised at the parade will go to other area nonprofits. This morning, a concert announcement for you. Death Cab for Cutie is coming to Spokane. The alternative rock band will perform at the Spokane Pavilion in July. The band was formed in Bellingham, Washington in 1997. Tickets go on sale this Friday. It's time for your wake-up call. This morning, we want to know what band or performer do you want to see come to Spokane? You can text us and let us know. John Party. I'm glad someone knows John Party. John Party is actually coming to Northern Quest later in, I think, June or July. Someone said Lady Gaga, Micah Tyler. Someone says Heart. Heart is coming to Spokane next week, I think on Tuesday. So yeah, a lot of great options. We want to know who are your favorites and who do you want to come to Spokane. You can text us at 509-448-2000 or use the hashtag #UpWithKREM on social media. And we should extend it to Idaho too, because we know North Idaho also gets some good concerts too. So Thomas, who would you want to have come to Spokane?
You know, I just saw somebody typed in Muse. I don't know if it's because they heard me say Muse last hour, but I could replicate that again. They're an amazing concert. I've seen them twice. A third time would be incredible as well. But in terms of bands I haven't seen yet, I think Bring Me the Horizon, which is a metal band, is one that I really do want to see.
Okay. Yeah, so keep weighing in, and maybe, you know, some of the concert promoters are listening and they're taking some notes here. All right, Thomas, weather-wise, what can we expect on this Wednesday? Yeah, it looks like today's just still going to be a sunny day, and again, just love to see the concert season just start to roll in for the spring, summer, and even the fall time. Even Tim and I saw ex-ambassadors from a couple of years ago. But today's weather should be pretty sunny overall, but I think our temperatures are still going to hold serve for today just because some cooler air is starting to rush in. We're at 31 degrees at the moment, so because of the cooler air mass, offset by more sunshine for today compared to yesterday, kind of equals about the same temperature overall. I'm looking at upper 40s for highs today, but don't worry, the 50s will be well on their way tomorrow at the latest, and we'll make another stab at 60 degrees by this upcoming weekend.